Welcome to the Women's Club of San Bernardino, and happy birthday for this happy birthday celebration for Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid.
We decided a long time ago, 50 and 80 years ago, to come together and pool our resources and make sure that no one got left behind. That if we're in this together, we have to come together as a community. That is what government does, and that is what government is.
And for over 80 years, Social Security has been that backstop against poverty for seniors and so many in our community. And we know that this is a promise and a commitment that has been made. We need to honor that promise because you've paid into that system. We need to do everything we can to honor that commitment and to make sure that you have the resources moving forward you need to have health care and to stay out of poverty and to have the basic needs covered.
People need to know exactly what it is we're fighting for. You know it in theory, you know it on a line item on your paycheck as a deduction we're paying for. But we need to really share with folks what it means to stand for what we believe in, what it really means to pay for the things that matter. People in health and children and life and seniors who've worked a lifetime and do not deserve to be afraid if they're going to make it through the day.
And I will tell you that my seniors they're concerned, they're scared, because they hear the rhetoric that someone's going to take Social Security away, or Medicare, Medicaid, and we have to fight to make sure that doesn't happen.
We have to remember not everyone is out there celebrating with us. Not everyone out there is championing these programs. Not everyone out there is on our sides. There are direct attacks and attempts to get rid of these programs, reduce these benefits, and put people out in the streets. That's just the truth of the matter.
And when I say fight back, what it means is very strategically and very intelligently and very peacefully. It means coming together arm in arm with neighbors and saying this is what we stand for. We stand for security for our seniors. We stand for security for our families. We stand for peace of mind for working families and single mothers and widowed families. We stand for all of the things that make a good community.
FDR passed the law in 1935. And because of the intense grassroots pressure in the early 80s, where Social Security was really close to being insolvent, Ronald Reagan appointed a bipartisan committee with Tip O'Neill and Alan Greenspan and others, and they put in place the plans and the fiscal changes to Social Security so that it is solvent for years and years to come. Because of their work and the grassroots pressure at that period, Social Security can pay full benefits all the way to 2034. It has a $2.9 trillion surplus. And one of the myths that the privatizers say is that Social Security is going broke. That is a literal lie.
So we're really asking a lot of people on the grassroots, again, to come together and really advocate and continue pushing our leaders in Sacramento to move towards this single-payer Medicare for all system and saving $37 billion every year in healthcare costs.
When you hear that things are impossible, don't believe it to be so, because it's nothing impossible when we come together as humanity. When we come together with our strength, the human spirit, the soul that we each have, it's nothing that we cannot overcome. And we can make a system such as these systems that we're here celebrating today, Medicaid and Medicare, Social Security. Hopefully one day in the near future we'll be celebrating a universal health care system. No matter how it looks or what bill name it has, we want to get there, and we will get there. And we have a wonderful opportunity with SB 562 and HR, one more time, HR 676.
It's not just about protecting about what we have, but continuing to pressure and push in terms of expanding it and providing it for all people.
Boss gets a pension when he is too old. You helped him retire, you're out in the cold. Chorus now, everybody. Too old to work when you're too old to work, and you're too young to die. Who will take care of you? How you get by when you're too old to work and you're too young to die? Social Security is the most successful program in the world, and we need to tell our story. Social Security and Medicare are very complicated programs to administer. How the programs help in our lives is unique because each of our life stories about employment, marriage, family, and medical development are so individual.
Under Medicare, I walked into a hospital a year and a half ago, and I got a double hip replacement under Medicare and under the Medigap retiree program. You saw how I walked. You saw the ease by which I moved. I am a living symbol of the success of Medicare, and I am a living symbol of the success of Social Security, and I'm proud to say that.
My grandmother, Catalina, she was the mother of 13 children. And at the time that my grandfather passed away, she still had 4 children in the house. And so without Social Security, she would have lost everything. When you say that these programs are important, they absolutely are important.
Over my lifetime, I am fortunate that Congress expanded coverage. In my case, my husband died, and as a single mother with 2 children to raise, his Social Security was very helpful to maintain a stable home and supplement my income.
So Social Security is there for you throughout your life's journey. For over 80 years, Social Security has helped secure today and tomorrow by providing benefits and financial protection to Americans when they need it the most.
This year, over a majority of the Democratic members of Congress have co-sponsored H.R. 676, which is expanding and improving Medicare for all, and that's a historic feat in itself. So at the time when we're continuing to pressure and protect Obamacare, we still have to continue pushing for what we all want and what's popular throughout this country.
To me, grassroots efforts are driven by the people. So anytime that we come together and unify and put our efforts together, there's no system that we cannot change. There's no hurdle, no mountain that we cannot move, nothing that we cannot overcome. And it just takes us communicating, working together, willing to pour our effort into the same pot, same bucket. When we do these things, it makes it better for all of us. And we need to be seeking opportunities and plans and policies and bills that benefit all of us.
So we are here to fight for Medicare, Social Security, and Medicaid. We are celebrating it, but we have to continue to fight for it. So let's fight together, let's organize, let's continue talking about these issues because it doesn't end today, it doesn't end tomorrow. Even if we're not talking about these issues today, there are people always out there trying to go after these programs.
We know that currently Medicare and Medicaid cover nearly 1 out of every 3 Americans. That's over 100 million people. As your state assembly member, my goal is to continue working towards health care for all in California. Because I believe, like many of you, that health care is a right, not a privilege.
To number 1, don't hurt it. Number 2, help it. And number 3, expand it. That is what Social Security Works is about, and that is what our commitment is.
The program will always need tweaking, and hope all our stories give our Congress members courage to keep it improved.
And that is what the goal of America and democracy has been, and it's time for us to really stand up and take that mantle.
These are important backbone systems, and we will continue to stand up for them in our community.
When we think about Social Security and the fact that it's turning 82 years old, that is definitely a milestone. I pray that I'm able to make it to 82 years old, Lord willing, as well as Medicaid and Medicare. These are programs that have helped people survive. And I hate the fact that I have to say survive because so often it's not enough to flourish. And we need to be supporting these programs, investing in these programs that invest in the people. Because the people are what makes this world turn. Without humanity, this whole experience ceases to exist.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Social Security. Happy birthday to you. And now for Medicare.
honor of the celebration of Medicare's 52nd birthday and Social Security's 82nd birthday. The commitment of the California Alliance for Retired Americans in advocating on behalf of the seniors in the community to receive the adequate benefits they deserve is truly commendable. Thank you for preserving, improving, and expanding Medicare and Social Security for our seniors and future generations.